Hello, 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 everybody. How are we doing tonight? We are back with some more Tsukihime once again. Some of the things we are seeing in this route are interesting, very different from previous routes and from what I was expecting in general. But, yeah, let's go ahead and get back into it, shall we? Starting from day 6. I open my eyes. Thanks to Kohaku-san's medicine, my head has cleared perfectly. I look out the window to the sky, which is clear too. I feel like something good might happen today. After breakfast, I head to school. I thought that I would see how Akiha is doing, but I stopped myself. Hello, Sriska! Welcome, welcome! You got busy? That is completely understandable. Hurrying things just makes things worse. I decide to just go to school. Oh yeah, Akiha was, doing bad last night. School's just the same as always. Nothing is especially different. Nothing threatens me. In the afternoon, everyone leaves and the school building becomes quiet. For no reason, I just kill time until sunset. Night falls. I don't feel like going back to the mansion. Somehow I feel as though the medicine you got from Kohaku is perhaps not very trustworthy and might be messing with your head a little. I should play around a bit and then decide what to do. Finishing it up, I resume breathing. In front of me is a new girl's dead body. Both my hands are painted with blood. It looks like I did it again. I didn't really feel like it, but once I started, I just got into it. It's a bad habit. Well, what should I do with the dead body? Thud. My voice is the only thing that echoes in the air. But I hear a weird sound at the end. Who is it? I turn around. I hear footsteps along the path leading to the main street. Sweat trickles from my forehead. It's not that I'm nervous. My body is just so hot. There's something wrong. Yeah, there sure is. There's something wrong. It's so hot. I'm thirsty. The dead body is horribly hot. Biting its neck, I drink the blood. But that isn't enough. My world starts to waver. It isn't my imagination. There is something unnaturally hot in the air. And the ground is much hotter than the air. This burning heat is screaming a warning at me. I run, still gnawing at the body. My head tells me that staying here is incredibly dangerous. I escape to school. No one will see me here. I don't know what that was, but it is smiling. Behind me, I feel an indescribable heat. I turn around and see what is there. The something that is like red heat. I feel something moving towards me. Damn it! It chases after me. It's a real bother, so I'll just kill it. I grip my knife. The red heat expands. The footsteps of someone approach me. A careless gait. I don't know what it is, but I lick my lips in anticipation. Oh, it's Akiha. Thump. My heart screams at me, telling me I'm no match for whatever that is. Ha, ha, ha. I sweat, not because of the heat. After instinct, my mind understands as well. If that catches me, I'm finished. Scared, I escape into the school building. I run up to the 4th floor. If I come up here, it won't follow me this far. Oh, hi, Kohaku. Why are you smiling? Taking a deep breath, I realize I'm still biting that dead body. I open my mouth. The dead body falls to the ground with a thud. The arms and legs are still attached. I'm hungry right now, so I guess I'll take care of this right here. Bruh. Creak. I spin around. There's that unknown person. I knew it was you, Nii-san. That person speaks. These hands are bloody. At my feet is a dead body. I've been seen. I've been seen where I killed someone. There's no more reason to be afraid. No matter who this is, I have to finish it here and now. Ha! Gripping my knife, I run towards the enemy. In that instant, my arm disintegrates. What? Stopping, I lean backwards. I barely avoid that red heat. What the? There's nothing past my elbow. It doesn't hurt. There is no blood. I can see the cross-section of flesh and bone. From there, a chill nausea enters my body. I don't understand. The enemy didn't do anything. It seemed like it only stared at my now missing arm. In other words, just a look can kill. No, that's not right. Dry footsteps echo through the air. The enemy is coming. That's foolish. If I fall in the enemy's line of vision, I will die. In the dark, I run down the hallway. I make it to the stairs. The footsteps sound closer. I open the window. This is the 4th floor, but I don't care. The difference between my skills and the enemy's are just too great. I have to get close to kill, but the enemy merely has to look. The only way to kill such a thing would be through a surprise attack. For now, I have to get away and kill the enemy later. Outside the window is a web of countless red threads. I stick my body out the window. Instantly, my body burns. Before I burst into flames, I roll back in the hallway. What was... The red threads are wrapped around the school building. I don't understand. There's nothing outside the building, but if I go outside, I'll go up in flames. I hear the footsteps. Damn it, the window's no good. I need to escape. If I don't, I'll die. I roll down the stairs. I make it past the 3rd floor to the 2nd. I can make it. I'm faster than the enemy. No, there's already the red hair behind me. I roll. All of a sudden, my leg is vaporized. I roll again, backwards, away from the stairs. From above, I hear the footsteps of the enemy walking down the stairs. With my remaining arm and leg, I escape down the hall. What's this? Shit. I scream. Even though the enemy is still by the stairs, my body feels so cold. Down the hall, that red heat. The hallway is hot enough to sweat, but my body is cool. And then, that part that still felt cool evaporates. Ha, ha, ha. But I won't die with such a wound. Like that, I enter a nearby classroom. Clump, 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 clump. The footsteps come closer. I don't know how the enemy does it. No, that's not it. The enemy's ability to kill, no matter how I think about it, is so many times superior to mine. It's probably that red heat. But the one controlling the power is awful. It can't hide its presence, and it can't even sense its enemy. Footsteps. The enemy is about to walk past the classroom without noticing me. I calm down. If it's only an amateur with a ranged weapon, it's nothing. The enemy passes the classroom. Then it's simple. I just have to kill from behind. I only have one leg, but that's fine. I'll certainly slice open the brain faster than the enemy can turn around. I go out in the hallway. I see the enemy's back. How careless. The enemy doesn't even notice my presence yet. Full of confidence, I jump. The enemy turns, surprised. I had at least 5 seconds. It was enough time to kill the enemy 7 times. Was supposed to. The enemy turns to face me with merciless eyes. Oh damn. I'm surprised. You can still move with that body. The enemy speaks. Oh behold, a fucked up Takeuchi hand. Clang. My knife falls to the ground. Hot. What is this? This enemy did not need to feel anyone's presence or to protect itself. The enemy's surrounding is filled with heat. Just getting close, my skin roasts and it stops my movement. It's because that red hair is wrapping around my limbs. I look up. The clouds part. The freed moonlight illuminates the enemy. Is the enemy confident it's over? The fluttering hair falls down. It is Akiha. I can't speak, but with that, I realize that this is a dream. Goodbye, Nii-san. You led me on quite the chase, but it is now over. She looks directly at me. The red hair shoots forth. I can't escape from her gaze. No, that is wrong. The piercing chill from the center of my spine, and then the feeling of everything being taken. So this is wrong. I can still make it. Cut it. Cut that hair. Or maybe, not being able to do anything, my consciousness fades. This is a dream, so I can't see it right now. Why did it end this way? Why did it end this way? Akiha mutters this like a curse. Then, good work fulfilling your duty as the head of the household. With a smile, Kohaku-san says this. A nightmare. This is a nightmare. This is just a glimpse of the future. This is an undecided future. So I have to hurry back to my own time. No, I think you may have been seeing things from the other Shiki's perspective. Oh, hang on. When we started, it was showing a Roman numeral, and now it's a regular number. Huh. And then I jump up from my bed. Was that supposed to be like an indication that it wasn't quite right? I suck in air. That was just a dream. Hugging myself, I try to control my breathing. My body is still all here. There are no burn marks on my skin. I feel my back with my fingers. It's wet. All this sweat. I speak as if it is happening to someone else. My entire body is drenched in sweat, as if someone covered me in water. That dream, even after I woke up from it, sweat pours from my forehead. I feel terrible. I get up from bed and suppress the urge to vomit. Walking towards the window, the wind calms me down a little bit. What a dream. Recalling the dream, I check both my hands. There isn't any blood on my hands. Well, of course. That was just a dream, so I wasn't covered in blood, nor did I suck any blood. But yesterday morning, what did I do? Didn't I take my hands drenched in red paint while trying not to let anyone see them and wash them clean? You and I are the same, Shiki-kun. That's what she said. I can't remember that well. Tono Shiki was bit by her. I can't remember that well. If there is a habit of drinking blood, I can't think well. It spreads by being bitten. No! I sweep away the dark passions in my brain, but that dream doesn't disappear. There was a me that killed someone. There's the problem. Even though it's in my dreams, I killed someone and didn't feel any guilt. All I did was kill naturally and watch. That's abnormal. Inside my dreams, I wasn't sane. That is different from this me right now. But that's a dream that Tono Shiki saw. So even that insane Tono Shiki has to be me. No. And the Akiha that came to punish me. It might be a dream. But for some reason, I feel like it's a glimpse of the future and start to get nauseous. I hear a knock at the door. Excuse me. Shiki-sama? Are you already awake? Yeah, I just had a bad dream, so I just woke up. Thank goodness. I sweated a lot, so I wanted to change quickly. As usual, Hisui has prepared my uniform. I draw nearer to her to get them, and I get real dizzy. Shiki-sama? I can hear her voice. I sense her coming closer and raise my hand to stop her. I'm fine. I was just a little dizzy. I'll be fine in a bit. Taking a deep breath, I focus on my heart's rhythm. I wait for the blood to stop pounding in my head. See? All better. I say this with my best attempt at a bright smile to calm Hisui's worries. But I guess I failed. Shiki-sama, please do not overexert yourself. Smiling with a face like that troubles me. Hisui says this with a pained expression. I think this is the first time I've seen her show emotion like this. No, that's not true. If I recall in detail, Hisui just looks expressionless, but you can see her emotions if you study her face. I think she shows her feelings too much, so that when I compare her to that girl standing by the window, I feel a big contradiction. Shiki-sama, are you feeling bad after all? No, that's not it, Hisui. I just found it surprising. You've changed a lot since back then. I think you're more cheerful than the time when you were just watching us. Is that so? I think your memory is mistaken. It is. Well, kinda sorta. No, it's him in the present that is mistaken. Hisui averts her gaze. Yeah, she's different from the quiet, doll-like Hisui from my memory. More importantly, Shiki-sama, are you really feeling well? Yeah, I'm fine. Speaking with you made me feel better. I understand. But Shiki-sama, I think you need to see a doctor. It seems like you are not feeling well since you came back to the mansion. Well, that's true. What's this? You're saying the same thing as Kohaku-san. You sound like it would have been better if I never came back. I meant that as a joke. Yes, Nei-san and I share the same view. What? For an instant, my vision flickers. I can't even speak. I came back to fulfill the promise, but the one who gave the ribbon disagrees. You're wrong about the person, but they both think you should have stayed away, so... Hisui, you say that? Who do you think I came to the mansion for? No, Shiki-sama, you came back here for your own sake. Therefore, there is no need to be bound by any promise from the past. There is still time. You decided yourself to come here, so you can decide on your own to become free at any time. Hisui places my uniform on the desk and walks away. Excuse me. Please forgive my rudeness. Hisui leaves. Left alone, my chest hurts for some reason. I'm not angry at her. No, I can only feel apologetic. There is no need to be bound by a promise from the past. The promise Hisui doesn't seem to care about. The promise that was very important to me. Even when she tells me directly this difference, I feel no anger. The reason is obvious. Hisui, why did you look like you were going to cry? Because of that, I could not blame her. There isn't anyone in the sitting room. Neither Akiha, who usually has already finished eating by now, nor Hisui, who usually stands like a statue by the wall, are there. Good morning, Shiki-san. You're up early today again. Yeah, morning, Kohaku-san. Greeting her, I glance around the sitting room. It bothers me that they're not there. Kohaku-san, has Akiha recovered since then? Yes, she's healthy now, so there is nothing to worry about. But she is still feeling a bit tired, so she will be resting today. I see. Thank goodness it was nothing too bad. Yes, maybe you should go see her? She probably wouldn't want you to see her when she just woke up, so she'll probably throw a pillow at you. Kohaku-san tells me indirectly to go have a fight with Akiha. Certainly, seeing Akiha panic so much that she would throw a pillow at me sounds fun. But after seeing that dream, I just don't think I can face her. No, I don't think I will. I don't feel good today, so I don't have the strength to fight her. I see. Akiha-sama also said you don't have to worry too much about her, so you go to school as usual. Oh, Shiki-san, did you do something to Hisui-chan? She stares. With a smile, Kohaku asks such a thing. Hisui-chan said she could not possibly see you today, so she locked herself up in her room. Something must have really happened in order to make her skip work like that, Shiki-san. Kohaku-san laughs with a frightening smile. Without a doubt, she must think I did something horrible to Hisui. What? I didn't do anything. If anything, she's the one that scolded me. Hisui-chan scolded you? No, well, that's not it. It's just, she told me she couldn't be too persistent over small things. Hisui-chan is doing some weird things. But I'm relieved. I was worried that you were going to be like Makihisa-sama. Huh? Like my old man? How? Kohaku-san looks away like she didn't mean to say that. I'm sure she didn't. No, it isn't anything. It's a trivial matter, so please do not worry about it. Hey, Kohaku-san. It makes me more curious if you say it like that. As revenge for before, I stare at her. I understand, but keep this a secret from Akiha-sama and Hisui-chan. It isn't too good to speak about Makihisa-sama. There isn't anything to hide about my old man, is there? Oh boy, you have no idea. Well, no, but it isn't a good story to talk about. Don't you remember, Shiki-san? About Makihisa-sama's manic depression? Manic depression? Manic depression means that someone changes mood all of a sudden from extreme happiness to utter despair and vice versa. Kinda? That's an oversimplification. Yeah, well, I guess he was like that. He was very kind when he was kind, but he would get extremely angry over little things when he was in a bad mood. Yes, but it was still alright when you were here. But after you were adopted by the Arima family, his condition grew a lot worse. He would yell at Akiha-sama for no reason, and often abuse Hisui-chan. But, wait a minute. I know my old man was strict, but he would never do such a... Like I said, this is after you left, Shiki-san. Day by day, Makihisa-sama's manic depression worsened. It was so bad it was more like having two different personalities rather than having manic depression. He would be set off by the littlest things, but after he calmed down, he wouldn't even remember what he did. During that time, I was taking care of him, and Makihisa-sama told me. I have a violent me within myself. I cannot suppress it with my normal self, and when it appears, I go to sleep. Without reason, I want to destroy everything I see. Back then, it felt like I was watching a bad dream. Makihisa-sama passed away from illness, but the illness was worsened by the illness in his mind. Mental illnesses are a very difficult thing, so I worried, thinking that you might have inherited some of that characteristic. It seems that everyone in the Tono family has some sort of illness, but I guess I was worrying for no reason in your case. Because your illness is anemia, right? It's not like you can't control yourself like Makihisa-sama, right? Thank goodness, Kohaku-san smiles at me. No. I can't do it like that. I can't feel relieved and smile. Last night's dream, I lust over Akiha, watching a dream of killing people as if it was natural, the insane Tono Shiki. Kohaku is truly the queen of gaslight gatekeep girl boss, mostly gaslight. It's already this late. I'll go prepare breakfast now. Kohaku-san disappears towards the dining room. I can only stare at her in shock. I ate breakfast, but I didn't taste anything. What Kohaku-san said about my old man kept circling in my head, and before I knew it, I was at the gate in front of the mansion. Shiki-san, you didn't forget anything? Hisui-chan is still in her room, Kohaku-san says as she sends me off. Jeez, Shiki-san. The weather is so nice today, so you have to cheer up. I can't send you off when you look like that. Yeah. You're right. Sorry, I was just thinking about some things. Giving my head a little shake, I banished the shadows in my mind. Now that's more like the normal Shiki-san. Yes, I can relax now. That's odd. Seeing that smile, I really do feel better. I gotta check on something real quick. One moment. Okay. Seeing that smile, I really do feel better. Goodbye, Shiki-san. I'll be waiting for your return. Kohaku-san bows. With that, all of my worries seem to disappear. Thanks, Kohaku-san. I feel better already. Yes, a bright face suits you better, Shiki-san. Thanks. Well, then I'm off, Kohaku-san. Thanking her from the bottom of my heart, I run down the road to school. I arrive in the classroom with more spare time than usual. Arihiko is late, as usual, so I can wait quietly for homeroom. I decide to sit in my seat in the noisy classroom and wait for the teacher. The day passes without any trouble. Maybe he went on a trip? Arihiko didn't show up. Oh no, I have concerns. Trip isn't a metaphor or anything. He does have this strange habit of spontaneously taking trips. It isn't anything cool like roaming the country on a motorcycle. He goes on sightseeing tours on weekdays with the old people. Jeez. I've known since elementary school, but I've never completely understood his hobbies. I mean, that sounds like it could be kind of fun. I don't see why not. I arrive at the mansion. What I didn't think about at school comes back into my mind. What Kohaku-san said about my old man's split personalities. The hereditary illnesses of the Tono family. Like Hisui said, ever since I came back, there's been something wrong with me. It feels like my memories are vague about something. Like Kohaku-san said, I don't think I'm like my old man. But ever since I came back to this mansion, I no longer have full confidence in myself as Tono Shiki. Was my old man really that crazy? I do have a vague memory like that, but I can't say for sure. I understand that it's stupid of me to even be troubled by it, but still, I should probably know about the Tono family. Yeah, you probably should. Remember, everybody, it's very important to know your family's medical history. I say, not really knowing much of my family's medical history. I'm back. I call out, but there's no response. Akiha is probably still resting in her room. Kohaku-san and Hisui are probably doing their jobs right now. Well then. Come to think of it, this might be a good opportunity. We have finally reached a decision. Now, from the looks of it, this doesn't matter too much, but I think what we're gonna do is go see Kohaku. I'll go ask Kohaku-san. She seemed pretty knowledgeable about all those things this morning. I don't think Akiha would want to talk about it, and searching my old man's room would take time. I'll probably have the best luck with Kohaku-san. She's probably sweeping in the back. I enter the courtyard. Huh? I don't see her anywhere. I glance around. And then, for just an instant, I see the color of her kimono in the forest. Oh no. Is there anything to clean over there? There isn't anything over there. I played in that forest as a child, so I would remember. I used to play a lot in that direction, so over there... Huh? What was that? There should be nothing there. But there's something odd about that. If there's nothing there, then why... Did this garden-like area hold some special significance to me? Ouch. I get a light headache. After a little debate with myself, I follow after Kohaku-san. Deep in the forest, there is another mansion. Detached, I suppose. Deep within the trees, it seems to be hidden from sight from the main building of the mansion. No way. My heart convulses. This is the first time I've seen it, but it seems horribly familiar, and I start to get dizzy. Kohaku-san went inside. I don't remember what this detached building is. I just have a bad feeling about all of this, and I don't want to go inside. But it would be pretty stupid if I came all the way here only to go back, so I force myself to continue. I walk around inside. It's a little rundown here and there, probably because it hasn't been used in years. But it seems like someone may have been doing some maintenance because it isn't dirty. Kohaku-san is probably in the Japanese-style room in the back. I absent-mindedly think that aloud and automatically walk towards the room. This is all so familiar. The smell of tatami fills the small room. Huh? Shiki-san? Why did you come here? Kohaku-san tilts her head in surprise. I wanted to ask you about something, so I followed you here. Strangely enough, I respond calmly. A talk? With me? Yeah. I wanted to talk more about this morning. If this isn't a good place, should we go to the courtyard? I look up to the ceiling. It is almost sunset, so it'll get dark soon. The light in this room probably doesn't work, so we should head somewhere else. Shiki-san, if you want to talk about that, then here is probably better. If we go back to the mansion, we might run into Akiha-sama and will not be able to talk about Makihisa-sama. That's right. She'll probably see us. But Kohaku-san, I don't like keeping things secret from Akiha. That is a little difficult. Akiha-sama does not like talking about Makihisa-sama. So if you wish to continue our talk from this morning, then we have to do it where Akiha-sama will not overhear us. Does that mean we have to keep it a secret from Akiha? Yes. A secret between me and you, Shiki-san. We can't let Akiha-sama or Hisui-chan know about it. Kohaku-san smiles like she's having a lot of fun. Well, having a secret just between the two of us does seem a little exciting, but Kohaku-san, the sun is almost setting. We can't talk here, right? Not at all. This building is still maintained at a level for people to live in, so it has futons already prepared and electricity. Really? But this place hasn't been used for a while, right? Why is it maintained like that? Let's see. Maybe Akiha-sama is just fond of this place. A long time ago, this was where Makihisa-sama's adopted child used to live. Huh? Makihisa, my old man, adopted a child a long time ago? Yeah, dude, it's you! Wait a sec, Kohaku-san. My old man adopted a child? Oh, you don't remember? About 10 years ago, he brought a child here. His parents both died in an accident, so he adopted the child. That happened? Yes, but 2 years later, the child passed away. It was a trivial accident, but a lot of the servants began to say that the Tono family was cursed. Wait a minute. Something about her words seems scary. Just hearing them, my vision starts to warp. It was as if the room was made completely of dissolving sugar. Kohaku-san. A child adopted 10 years ago. 2 years later, the child died. In other words, 8 years ago. That's when I had my accident and was sent to the hospital. Accident. What kind of accident was it? An accident that seriously wounded me. An accident that the adopted child was killed in? A hot summer day. I can't remember. All I know is at that time, my arms seemed to be soaked in blood. Kohaku-san, you said cursed? No, it isn't anything important. It is just that a lot of members of the Tono family have died pretty young. The word pretty was not in there. Such as in accidents or suicide or illness, a curse that does not allow them a natural death. Well, that was the rumor anyway. Suicide. What? Some members of the Tono family, like Makihisa-sama, carried mental illnesses and committed suicide when they became adults. These are just rumors, but it's said that some of them were murderers before the war. Mental illness? Murderers? Such as seeing dreams of killing people? Such as my memory being extremely vague? Kohaku-san, that... Oh, I'm very sorry. Those are just dark rumors about the Tono family. No, that's fine. That is what I wanted to ask about. If you don't mind, can you continue? About Makihisa-sama? Her tone lowers. Yeah, I nod. Kohaku-san lowers her eyes and then looks directly at me. Shiki-san, we spoke about it this morning, but I took care of Makihisa-sama's condition 2 years before he passed away. While you were living with the Arima family, Makihisa-sama would become very depressed at times, and I would have to prepare his medicine. Wait, you said it this morning too, but he was that bad that he had to take medicine? Yes. It would not be uncommon for him to walk into the garden at night and kill the pet dogs and cats, or to hurt his own body. And when the night was over, he wouldn't remember a thing. only thinking that it was strange that his hands were painted in blood. She is really the queen of gaslighting. What is this? That's pretty much crazy. As crazy as I am in my dreams. No, that is backwards. Am I crazy just like my old man? Shiki-san! I hear Kohaku-san's voice. I don't know when it happened, but I'm on my knees on the tatami floor. Shiki-san, you look terrible. If you're feeling poorly, you should rest in your room. Kohaku-san says this as she grabs my shoulder. With her help, I can stand. Yeah, I'm fine, so I'm somehow able to focus again. But I'm still dizzy. Swirling red and black. My vision strobes between blood and night. The darkness brought about by my anemia now turns into just one sheet of red. A red reminiscent of blood. The ease with which I bit the neck of the dead body in last night's dream. It slides down my throat. The taste of warm blood. Ah. Thud. Somehow, I understand that was the sound of my body hitting the floor. Shiki-san! Kohaku-san dashes towards me. Shiki-san, are you in pain? Shiki-san! No, it doesn't hurt. I want to tell her, but my consciousness is fading. I can't speak. I can't even move a finger. It seems that if I exert myself even the slightest bit, I'll completely lose consciousness. Collapsed on the floor, I try as hard as I can to resist the coming darkness. Don't strain yourself. Please lie down. Kohaku-san speaks to me. She slides me over. With one hand holding my head, Kohaku-san slides a pillow underneath me. Please relax. This will help the blood to flow, right? Her voice sounds so close. I piece together my situation. It seems I am resting on her lap. The time passes quietly. Neither of us say anything. Right now, that silence relaxes my heart. It's so quiet. For some reason, this seems so familiar. Lying down on my side, I stare at the tatami mat floor. After nodding, Kohaku-san checks my pulse. Well, this isn't good. Shiki-san, your body temperature has fallen. I should go back and bring you some medicine. No, I'm fine. I'm used to this, so I'll be fine soon. Today was a little harder than before, but I'll be alright. So, can we stay like this a little longer? I can relax better like this. I tell her that, wanting to stay like this a little longer. In that case, Kohaku-san says as she stays in place. And then, Shiki-san, you are not scared? Kohaku-san asks me this. Eh? Of what? About your health. About 2 days before you returned here, I received all your information from the doctor. I was not surprised, but felt more like he was deceiving me. Deceiving you? Why? Because you're so close to wavering between life and death, but you can live a normal life. Normally, with a condition like yours, you would be confined to bed. That voice seems not so much full of worry, but more full of anger, almost. Shiki-san, you're different from most people who can rest assured at night that they'll wake up the next morning. But you still live normally and do not have fear. I can't understand it. Please answer me. Why are you not scared? I can't come up with a good answer. my weak body, the death that's always close, my eyes that can see death. Maybe that's why I'm just numb to it. Who knows? Maybe I just don't feel it as being real. I don't get it. Do you not feel how close death is? Or is it because your body could die at any moment, so living does not concern you? It's hard to say. Maybe I'm desensitized to death. Being sensitive and seeing it that close every day, it just becomes normal. But I can still say this, Kohaku-san. Since I'm so close to death all the time, I can feel life more strongly. I know that living itself is happiness. Like you said, my body isn't that free. But with such a puppet-like body, I want to believe that even talking right now is such a wonderful thing. That's right. More than thinking about my body, I want to treasure the present. If I have time to worry about dying, I should be enjoying the present more. I see. Your heart is free, isn't it? Quietly, as if she's singing, Kohaku-san says this to herself. Her fingers run through my hair gently. Kohaku-san? I look up. I see her smiling very peacefully. Hey, that's the stream thumbnail on YouTube. Her smile that I should be so used to seeing. But it seems like it's the first time. The first time I've ever seen her smile. Time just passes by. She lightly runs her fingers through my hair. I feel the warmth of her body from her legs. The nostalgic smell of the tatami mats. It's also comforting. My eyelids slowly start to close. She has such a gentle look on her face. If I can sleep like this, it would be... That's funny. Really, like this. I feel like this is the first time I've seen you smile, Kohaku-san. I feel like I'm falling asleep. Is that right? Shiki-san, you must be really sleepy. That's fine. If you're happy, then... If this makes her smile, I want to do this forever. In the middle of this dark room, I want to feel her closer to me, and I reach out my hand. Shiki-san. My fingers touch her. My fingers trace the lines of her face. They brush her smooth skin and reach her hair. Then, Kohaku, you came... Oh, is that Akiha? Oh boy. Kohaku, you came here ahead of me? Vigorously opening the screen door, Akiha enters the room. What? Kohaku-san's fingers suddenly stop moving. What are you two doing? Akiha's emotionless voice. Akiha, it's not what you think. I stand up in a hurry. I'll just tell her to calm down. There's nothing wrong or anything suspicious. We haven't done anything, and all Kohaku-san did was watch over me after I collapsed. Akiha, please, they were having a moment. Wait, Akiha, I just collapsed, so Kohaku-san was... It's over before I can finish. Akiha stares at Kohaku-san and enters. It's only a moment after. Slap. The dry sound echoes through the room. What? There wasn't even time to stop it. Akiha just walked in and slapped her. Kohaku-san takes a few steps back. It must have been pretty hard. Akiha, you... Nee-san, this place is off limits. If you are feeling well, please go back to the mansion. I don't care about that. Why'd you hit her? Why not? This is an old, decrepit building. What was she thinking, having you rest here? Just for that? She was just taking care of me. Just that? What do you mean, Nie-san? It would not be surprising if this place collapses. An earthquake could cause the ceiling to collapse. To take care of the eldest son of the Tono household in such a place means she doesn't have the discretion proper for a servant. Akiha, there's some things you shouldn't say. Kohaku-san didn't do anything wrong. I was the one that called her here anyway. Oh, you're going this far to protect Kohaku, Nie-san? Her gaze sharpens. She looks just like she did in that dream. A gaze that looks close to malice and hatred. In front of me, in reality, there's a nightmarish Akiha. My pulse tightens. Was I hallucinating? For an instant, around Akiha, I thought that I saw something terrible. I understand. If you say that, then I will not say anything else. But, Nie-san, from now on, please do not come here. If you cannot even do that, then I have some ideas too. It must have been an illusion. There isn't anything strange around her. But why? The danger I feel from her makes me uneasy. We're going back, Kohaku. Nie-san, go back to your room. Akiha walks away. Kohaku-san. I call out to Kohaku-san, who is still looking down. Kohaku-san? Are you all right? Yes? All right about what? She says this casually. With her usual smile, she looks up. This isn't a forced, empty smile. She really is smiling. As if Akiha never even hit her. Well then, Shiki-san, let's go back. Akiha-sama found out, so you shouldn't come back here again. Akiha-sama would really punish you for sure. Laughing at her own joke, she leaves the room. It's probably because both of them are acting strange. I can't go back right away. I eat dinner alone and go back to my room. I guess Akiha was still feeling poorly because she wasn't there. Kohaku-san made me dinner with her usual cheery mood and then went to take care of Akiha. I wonder if Kohaku-san is feeling uneasy. It would seem that Kohaku-san doesn't resent Akiha at all. It seems like Hisui is over what happened this morning and is taking care of me. Hisui took half a day to get over it, so maybe Kohaku-san is a lot stronger. Lying down on my bed, I let out a big sigh. I must be tired. Recently, as soon as night falls, I've been falling into bed. Even though there are a lot of things I should think about, I feel like nothing concerns me and try to go to sleep. That's odd. I can't concentrate. I stare at the ceiling. My eyes start to close. Again, I don't think about anything and fall into a deep sleep. Burning. 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 My skin is burning. I can't sleep like this. I have to get up and drink some water. The city at night. Repeating my hot breathing, I look at the people passing by. There are only 2 or 3 of them tonight. If possible, I want to find a lone girl who is about my age. Hot. I see my reflection in the mirror. Breathing wildly, it looks like I'm running a high fever. Hot. I can't stand this burning. There. I don't need to get any closer. I grab her from behind and make her pass out. I pick her up and take her with me. I start to smile. I endured it for so long, and now everything is over. I decide to do it here in the end. The reason is simple. Because this was the killer's lair. Burning. My breathing fills the air. Soon I can taste her. Then I start my meal. Biting into her neck, I suck the blood. It is unbelievably sweet. The sensation is really terrifying. If it is this sweet and feels this good, I may just become a captive to this sensation in place of that killer. The night is deep. Above my head is the silver eye bearing witness to my sin. With blood-smeared lips, I look up at the night sky with eyes full of amusement. Fluttering hair. Above is the spiraling sky. What a beautiful silver moon. Like a snake, watching the blood-sucking demon. That sure was something. Alright, one sec, I'm gonna drink some water and then we'll get back. We'll at least start day 7. Alright, day 7, let's go. I leap out of bed, unable to take it any longer. Holding back the urge to vomit, I breathe like some sort of animal. What was that just now? A dream. It was a dream. But what was that? It's different than what I saw 2 days ago. The feeling of walking the streets at night, the smell of blood lingering in my nose, the sound of dragging that girl who was close to my age. All of it is fresh in my memory. Was that something you could call pleasure? It was pure excitement, condensed like a bullet, fired straight into my head. My breathing stops just thinking about it. Then perhaps that impact could be something called pleasure. Why did that kind of dream? I look down at my hands. Of course, they are pure white, without a trace of red blood on them. But for an instant, I saw both of my hands covered in red. What, you two? Huh? This is the first time I've seen another killer besides myself. That's right. I did have that conversation. The same city doesn't need 2 killers. I'll give you this place. But when was that? Why can't I remember? Certainly, I feel like I had that conversation with someone. But I just can't remember. Was it real, or was it just an empty dream? I just remember that the killer said I was the same as him. That's strange. Why is it all mixed up in my head? I earnestly try hard to remember about last night's dream. My head pounds. I can't remember. When I try to remember about yesterday, I feel the urge to vomit. I'm scared. I'm scared of the fact that I can't remember. It feels like a Tono Shiki I don't know is killing people, and in order to hide it, is deceiving the Tono Shiki that is me. I mean, you're not entirely on the wrong track there, and I sense someone in the hallway. Who's there? I call out. Knock, knock. It's Hisui, of course. Please excuse me, Hisui says as she enters the room. It's just a normal morning scene. Ah, is it because she's acting so naturally? My pounding heart instantly calms down. Good morning, Shiki-sama. Hisui? Yes, it is time, so I have prepared your change of clothes already. Shiki-sama? Are you not feeling well? No, that's not it. I feel fine. There's nothing wrong. I get up from bed as if to prove my words. Morning, Hisui. I'll go to the sitting room after I change, so please go ahead of me. Yes. Well then, please excuse me. Hisui quietly closes the door and leaves. After watching her go, I take a deep breath. Why am I feeling down like this? Probably because I found out about my old man's illness yesterday. Just because my symptoms are similar to his, maybe I'm being too paranoid. Yeah, ever since I came back, I've been so tired. I shouldn't think about that dream. Well then, it's almost 7. Like yesterday, I should be able to enjoy the morning. And then, unthinkingly, I step into the sitting room and it hits me that I forgot something very important. Oh crap. I swallow my words. Akiha, Hisui, and Kohaku-san are in the sitting room. Everything seems just like normal, but after what happened yesterday, I'm sure it'll be really awkward. Akiha and Kohaku-san seem to have reached an understanding, but I haven't spoken with Akiha yet. Thinking how Akiha acted yesterday, I'm pretty sure Akiha's still mad at me. Good morning, Nii-san. Did you sleep well? Huh? And Akiha greets me with a big smile. My mind freezes at such an unexpected event. Akiha still has a big smile as I just stand there. Akiha is way too cheerful and it makes me think she is planning something. Shiki-sama, would you care to sit down? Yeah, if you want me to sit, I will. I fearfully look at Akiha as I sit down across from her. Morning, Akiha. You seem to be in a good mood today. Is that so? Certainly, I feel much better, so I probably look less pale than before. No, it is far beyond not looking pale. Anyway, first I have to thank you. I really wanted to thank you yesterday, but I was feeling rather ill and did not have an opportunity. Akiha looks directly at me. There isn't even a trace of yesterday's coldness. It also seems that the air of danger has disappeared. Thank me. I didn't really do anything to deserve that. That's not true. You took care of me when I was sick, right? Because you embraced me, I was determined. I was extremely happy that night. She says something that catches me totally off guard. And then, I feel incredibly heavy pressure against my back. I glance behind me. There, Hisui and Kohaku-san stare at me in a manner far different than usual. Akiha, don't say things that might give people the wrong impression. You were in so much pain, I just supported you, that's all. Oh? I suppose wrapping your arms around me is just supporting me. Akiha giggles softly. Staring. They're staring at me. The stares of the two behind me get even heavier. Staring. Now look, you're acting odd. Are you enjoying making fun of me? Yes, a lot. Looking at your troubled face is fun. This is just too weird. Is this really Akiha's personality? You have some strange hobbies. Bothering me in the morning and lecturing me last night. Well, I thought so at first, but you really must have something against me. And with a sigh. All of a sudden, Akiha averts her gaze. I'm very sorry. What I did yesterday was stupid. There was something wrong with me, and I've already apologized to Kohaku. You apologized to Kohaku-san? I blurt this out in surprise. Not only did she apologize, but she apologized to Kohaku-san. Hey, Nii-san, just what kind of person do you think I am? I was at fault, so it is only natural that I apologize to Kohaku, right? When she says that, I get a vague mental image of her acting as a strict mistress. Nii-san, you're thinking of something bad, aren't you? She's sharp. As happy as she is, it doesn't do anything to dull her sense of perception. Shiki-san, I hate to ruin your fun, but would you like some breakfast? It is almost time, so I thought I should make some. Oh, I forgot. I'm not so much hungry as I am thirsty, though. Oh, that won't do, Shiki-san. You collapsed yesterday, so you need to eat to regain your strength. Even if you don't feel like eating, you should have some food. What she says is true, but I just don't feel like it right now. After seeing that dream, I can't bring myself to eat. Nei-san, if Shiki-sama does not feel well, I do not think you should force him. Hisui-chan, you are too indulgent when it comes to Shiki-san. Huh? Shiki-san, you're not feeling well again this morning? Kohaku-san stares at me. As if on cue, Hisui and Akiha add their serious stares on me as well. I guess I really can't go on fooling myself. To tell the truth, I do feel a little under the weather. I can eat, but could you make it something I don't need to chew? I feel pretty bad, and I can't really taste anything. After telling the truth, Kohaku-san says, "Oh, I see," and looks a little downcast. As the one in charge of cooking, she probably feels something about what I said. Shiki-sama, I think you are not feeling well because there was a change in your environment. So if the mansion is not suitable for you, maybe you should go back and live with the Arima family for a while? Man, they are just pushing him to go back. Hisui's opinion is driven by a sincere concern about my health. Ever since I came back, my life has been strange. Since that promise from 8 years ago has apparently been forgotten, maybe it's better for my health if I go back and live at the Arimas. Yeah, that may be good too. Although I've only been here for a week, if I don't seem to get used to it soon, I'll leave for a while and go regain my health. Well, that may be jumping the gun a little bit, I add. And then, suddenly, Akiha stands up from her sofa. Oh, that will not do, Nii-san. You finally came back, so please do not leave again. If you say you are going to leave one more time, I will kill you, Nii-san. Akiha smiles as she says that joke, I don't know if it was a joke, and disappears towards the lobby. Hisui-chan, it's time for Akiha-sama to go to school. Please accompany her to the door. I'll be taking care of Shiki-san's breakfast. With a simple yes, Hisui walks after Akiha. Well then, I'll make something easy for you to eat. Please wait just a moment. Kohaku-san walks quickly towards the kitchen. I sit on the sofa, dumbstruck. I will kill you, Nii-san. Those words won't leave my head. It's probably because even though it was a joke, it didn't sound like a joke to me. Yeah, I don't know if it was a joke. I don't think it was a joke. Noon arrives. As usual, Arihiko is skipping school. I feel like Arihiko might be dead. I guess I'll go to the cafeteria. I don't feel like eating by myself here. Maybe if I go to the lively cafeteria, my appetite may pick up. As expected, the cafeteria is full of people. After waiting in a long line, I buy the tried and true meal set A and walk to a table. Listening to the voices of everyone else, I begin to eat. And then, for a moment, I see a terrible image. Is it the television screen? I gape at the large television mounted on the wall at the end of the cafeteria. At my school, they record the morning news and replay it at lunch. I just stare dumbfounded at the news broadcast that is several hours late. No way. I watch the news in amazed horror. Shown in the television is the alley that I saw last night in my dream. The newscaster is talking. On the screen, the words "vampire serial killer's new victim" appears in bloody lettering. It appears that the girl was saved. The girl is in the hospital recovering from having her blood drained. She is still unconscious. Chances of recovery are unknown. The identity of who attacked and stole her blood is also unknown. The picture of the girl on the television is unmistakably that girl from last night. That means there's one thing that isn't unknown. The criminal who attacked her is, without a doubt. I start to feel faint. How come? That was a dream. It had to be a dream. But in reality, the same person in my dream had her blood sucked out the same way in my dream. That vampire should be gone already. I killed Yumizuka with my own hands. Those killings, they shouldn't be happening anymore. I killed? Yes, I killed. Just like the time when I killed Yumizuka. While breathing hard, last night, that woman I've never met. Didn't I tell you, Shiki-kun? It's useless to resist it. What are you talking about? You're more of a killer than I am. Resisting the urge to throw up, I get up from my seat. I can't go back to class. I find myself running into the city. I come to the place I saw in my dream. There are several policemen around the area, and tape reading "Police line do not cross" is stretched across the alley. Exactly the same. Without a doubt, this is the place I went to in my dream. No, it wasn't a dream. I can't delude myself into thinking it was a dream any longer. Even if I stay here longer, the cops will only stare at me. I can't go back to school now, so I guess I'll go back to the mansion. Since it's not even 2 o'clock yet, Hisui isn't waiting in the lobby. I can say I got lucky. I don't feel like seeing anyone right now. I glance at my reflection in the window. The pale face looks like a completely different Tono Shiki. Myself that seems like another person. That dream that seemed like it belonged to another person. That which cannot be noticed. The traces of the killing that only remains in my memory. Dizziness. Before me, my vision goes black. No, I'm not the same as my old man. Desperately fending off the dizziness, I try to stay upright. My old man. I can go to my old man's room, and I can find out about his illness. If I do that, I can confirm that I'm not the same. If I am the same, there might be a way to help myself. His room is on the first floor in the western part of the mansion, next to Kohaku-san's room. The fact that their rooms are right next to each other. I don't like that. It was fortunate that I left school early. At this time, no one else is around. I pull out my knife and take off my glasses. I try to cut the line of the door's lock and put my glasses back on. The room was not locked. My old man's room is just like it always was. Nearly all of the rows of books are educational reports, and nothing catches my attention. What I want right now is my old man's journal, or notes. The old man was extremely methodical. There certainly has to be something like that lying around here somewhere. Of course, they're not just lying around, or they're not just lying about where anyone can see them. Maybe they're locked away somewhere. I should probably look in these desk drawers first. This isn't the time to be fooling around. Taking off my glasses, I look at the lines. Using my knife, I cut the lines on the drawer. Inside, there appears to be some old documents, bundled together, and what seems to be a journal. First, I look at the old documents. This is my family tree? Definitely. Right after Tono Makihisa is written Tono Shiki and Tono Akiha. And right after that, the word Nanaya is written there. My old man. He adopted a son 10 years ago, but he passed away shortly thereafter. Yes, Shiki, we already went over this. 10 years ago, that would mean I was just in elementary school. That long ago, it's only natural that I wouldn't remember. Let's see. The heads of the household have had pretty short lifespans. My old man died before he was 50, and before that, before 30 in an accident. Before that, 18 years of age with suicide. No, wait a second. No matter how you look at it, this is strange. Looking through the family tree, all members of the Tono household have died strangely. Madness, accidents, murder, disappearances, stillbirth. Not one of them lived a long life or even died peacefully. What? This entire document is filled with horrible fates. Even worse, most of the causes of death are madness. Most of these ended up taking their own lives. That's strange. All of this is strange. But I can't exactly place my finger on it. Next is my old man's journal. I pick up the journal, which has a relatively new binding. Thump, thump. My heart starts to pound. My heart seems to understand that I shouldn't be opening this. But I can't turn back now. Swallowing hard, I open my old man's journal. There is a demon lurking inside the Tono bloodline. The opening statement is in those lines. And that isn't just a simple metaphor. The ancestors of the Tono were a mixed breed of something non-human and human. we, being their descendants, also have this element of something non-human in our blood. In regards to our blood, there are those with strong and those with weak non-human blood. Okay, all of this, this big info dump is like... It's the same thing that we saw in Hisui's Route. Blah blah blah. The thing about Kohaku. Blah blah blah. Talking about the other Shiki. Blah blah blah. But that isn't what concerns me. He writes Shiki and Akiha strangely. Looking back to the family tree, I see that he writes Akiha using the Chinese characters for autumn leaves, that is, her name, while Shiki is written using the characters for 4 seasons. The characters for 4 seasons can certainly be pronounced as Shiki, but the characters in my name are intention and esteemed. I have a feeling that thinking too hard about that will be bad, but my train of thought does not stop. What are these synchronizers? Maybe the adopted child? Nope. But I feel that's wrong too. Anyway, I've only read halfway through all of this. If I read it through completely, I might come up with a solution. But do I really want to find out? I feel like vomiting. I can't stay standing. Hurry. I must hurry back to my room and sleep. It feels like there is something wrong with my head. But still, I decide to go back to reading the journal. The rest of it seems to be a record of some sort. The date starts in the summer of 8 years ago, and about a month after that. I don't understand it yet, but I continue to look through it. Month, day, blah blah blah. Pretty sure this is exactly the same as it was before. Shiki's powers are immortality and fusion. They both didn't die. Talking about the cover-up. Talking about the fact that Shiki is still alive. Akiha becoming the head of household. Oh, wait. This one is different. I start to raise Akiha as the next head of the household. Akiha has more than enough talent to carry out her duties as the head of the household. Shiki may have the power of immortality, but Akiha has the power to plunder. As siblings, both of them have the ability to share and take life energy. It is regretful. If only she had been born 10 years ago, I would have been able to eliminate the Nanayas without help from the Kishimas. But I have to be careful. Her ability to plunder is a double-edged sword. She might plunder someone's entire concept while plundering their heat. Like me. I have to teach her how not to attract the curse of an enemy. Akiha tried to visit the Arima residence. I cannot let her and my adopted son see each other. I placed her in a boarding school so that her freedom is limited. Recently, my condition has been getting worse. It seems like the daughter of the synchronizers is not enough now. For the first time in a long time, I've come back to myself. How many months has it been since I last picked up this pen? There will probably not be a next time. I will have to finish writing here. I gave instructions for this to be given to my daughter Akiha after my death. I don't know if Akiha will ever read this, but if she does read it, it is to be destroyed. That is my only request for my daughter to fulfill. What is this? The child adopted 10 years ago. I completely forgot about that. I killed him? That... Shiki, what is your reading comprehension? That summer day 8 years ago, when I received that wound. He killed me? That summer day 8 years ago, when I received this wound. Nausea wells within me. I feel sick. That memory that I had forgotten until now runs through my head. I understand. Everything has been written down, so I have to accept it. Besides, everything falls into place. The reason I was adopted by the Arimas, the reason I was disinherited as the eldest son, it's nothing. In other words, I, Shiki, was only a replacement for the one named Shiki. What is this? Cursing myself, I toss the journal to the side. There's no need for me to investigate any further. Staying here any longer is just a waste of my time. The day ends. Collapsed on my bed, I just keep on thinking about the same thing. Thinking calmly, there were only 2 things I found out from that journal. That I am not a part of the Tono family, that the Nania lineage turns out a large number of killers. I don't have any blood ties to Tono Makihisa. In other words, those dreams of murder have to be my own. If that is the case, there's only one thing left to do. I hear voices coming from the lobby. I wonder if Akiha is back. I get up from bed. I want to hear the truth from Akiha. Gathering up my courage, I knock on the door. Akiha, I want to talk. Nii-san. Please, come in. Her voice is bright and cheerful. Taking a breath to compose myself, I open the door. It certainly is rare for you to come to my room like this, Nii-san. Just like this morning, Akiha has a smile on her face. Seeing that, I just stand there wordlessly, wanting to go back. I guess, after all, I have felt that myself as Tono Shiki and my sister, Tono Akiha, are important to me. But still, there is something I have to ask her. Akiha. Yes, what is it, Nii-san? Akiha appears to be looking forward to a fun conversation. Gritting my teeth, I look her seriously in the eye. Please tell me about the Nania family. I think I have a right to know. In that instant, Akiha freezes like a puppet whose strings were cut. Akiha wordlessly stares at me. If you won't answer, then I'll rephrase my question. My old man, Tono Makihisa, had 2 personalities, right? And not just him. Almost all members of the Tono family have some sort of illness. I used to think that's what I had, but that's wrong. My anemia came from that incident 8 years ago. Because I know. You were adopted by the Tono family, right? Saying that, she smiles for some reason. Akiha. Akiha slowly and elegantly walks to the window as if she was in a play. The curtains billow in the breeze. Placing her hand on the window, she turns around. Nii-san, you were adopted by the Tono family. Your real name is Nanaya Shiki. As you say, your health condition is due to that accident 8 years ago. You appear to know already that the members of the Tono family are different than most humans. Akiha succinctly says the thing that I would have had the most difficulty asking. Akiha, that... It is okay. It was only a matter of time, and I did not like hiding it. Now that you know, there's no need. No, maybe there never was a need. Then there's no need to put up with any of this. Is that not right, Nii-san? Akiha says this with her voice full of confidence. Akiha, so, like I thought, Yes, you are the one father adopted 10 years ago, but you do not remember it. Do you remember the Shiki who used to play with us? No, I don't. That's right. It is because father hypnotized you. Shiki was someone who could not resist his Tono blood. You may not remember it, but that day 8 years ago, you protected me from Shiki. You sacrificed yourself to protect me from the bloodthirsty Shiki. That is how you were killed by Shiki, and Shiki was killed by father. It is the duty of the head of the Tono household to dispose of those who are no longer human. Killed? But I'm still alive, right? Yes, by a miracle you survived. You remember what happened afterwards, right? You were taken to a hospital, and the day you returned, you were adopted by the Arima family. That is when father hypnotized you. You were not fully healed, so your heart and mind was weak. So you easily believed what father told you. I see. Then that's enough. If you understand, then there is no more need to talk. I'm not a member of the Tono family, right? Then you don't have to force yourself to call me brother. Soon. Soon I, an outsider, should leave this place. Don't get me wrong, Nii-san. I do not call you Nii-san for the sake of society. Do you not remember? Even before you were killed by Shiki, I called you Nii-san. It had nothing to do with you being adopted. I knew from the very beginning you were not my true brother. And you accepted that too. So, no matter what you think, you are Tono Shiki. So please stay here in this mansion. Akiha's words make me happy, but I don't understand. Why does she accept me, an outsider? Why? I'm not even your real brother. Goodness, after I have said all this, you still do not understand? You are the only one I will call Nii-san. Even if you do not wish it, I just want you by my side. Because I love you, Nii-san. And she does not mean that in a good way. But Akiha says something totally unbelievable. I'm happy that she likes me as her brother, that is not what she means. But as long as this situation remains, I can't be here. No, I'm not the kind of person you think I am. You see Shiki as a killer, but I'm just a killer like him. A killer? What do you mean? I can't keep it a secret any longer. Everything I did up until now, the dream I had last night, the bloodstains I cannot explain, and that dream where Akiha killed me. I can't trust myself. I thought those were just dreams. But my old man wrote that the Nanaya were a family that produced killers. If I become like Shiki, I don't know what I will do to you, Akiha. I lay it all out to her from the bottom of my heart. Hello, Talia! Welcome, welcome! But after blinking in surprise, she tries not to laugh. What's so funny? This isn't a joke. You may not believe me, but I really have dreams of sucking people's blood. storyline am I on? I am on Kohaku Route, day 7. We are getting close to the finale here. Ish. Close-ish. I feel like there's a lot more left in this route. Akiha is still giggling. What is this? She makes me look stupid worrying about all of this because you are stupid. Yeah, it is funny. See, you can't become a vampire. Because you are from the Nania family, your blood is only human. Besides, the Nanias are not killers. Certainly, from Father's point of view they are, but the only ones that the Nania feel a homicidal impulse towards are non-humans. So what you saw had to be just dreams. And even those dreams are probably Shiki transmitting to you, so it isn't that you want to see them. Shiki transmitted them? Come to think of it, my old man did write something about that. Shiki stole some of my life, so there's like a link between us. I see. Then who is killing on the streets right now? Even if what I saw was just a dream, there are victims showing up on the streets in reality. The killer is real. I feel like I've met him before. Or was that a dream too? No, putting that off to the side. If there's a killer on the streets, then... Shiki is still alive? Huh? Akiha, who was just giggling until now, becomes serious. Akiha. In my old man's journal, he wrote that Shiki was still alive. In other words, Father's journal. Akiha tilts her head, curious. My old man wrote that Shiki and I were connected. Then maybe what I saw were really his dreams. Thank you for the follow! No, it's more likely what he's actually doing. That may be a possibility. Father's death was suspicious, and it did seem like someone was being raised in the underground cell. Wait a minute, Akiha. Do we have such a thing like an underground cell here? Oh, of course. There are a lot of members of the Tono family who lose their sanity, so it is only natural to lock them away before they can hurt the outside world, right? What other games do I usually play? Well, currently I'm just on stream, focusing on Tsukihime. Normally I would play Grand Blue, but I am taking a pause from that for now. So, yeah, we are Well, that isn't all it is used for. When I got in trouble, Father would lock me up down there. For some reason, Akiha sounds like she is having fun. A chill runs down my spine. I get it. We'll stop talking about it. We have to do something about Shiki, though. If Shiki really is wandering the streets killing people, then we have to stop him. Is that so? We really do not have to concern ourselves about him, do we? Is it not the job of the police to take care of killers? What? Akiha, what are you saying? He's killing people, but he is your brother. He has to pay for his crime, but still. Goodness, Nii-san. You are really too nice of a person. Taking a breath, she brushes her hair back. You are my only relative. I do not care about Shiki, so you do not have to worry about him. No, we can't just do that. Do you think the police can catch him so easily? And before then, there will be more victims. I will not do anything. That is not our responsibility. She says this and looks me directly in the eye. Hey, let's not speak of these matters any longer. Talking about murder and killers is boring, isn't it? What? I try to tell her that it has to do with our family, but I can't. Her eyes pierce into me deeply. Staring at me like that, her eyes seem to take away my resolution. It seems you understand. Well then, will you return to your room? I just came back from school, so there are things I have to do. Voice is very sweet, thank you. Like Akiha says, there isn't anything else to talk about. My voice is getting a bit hoarse, though. Still not convinced, I turn away from her. I go to leave her room, and all of a sudden, from behind me, a voice tells me to stop. What is it? Aren't we done talking, Akiha? Akiha stares at me silently. Nii-san, you are the most important thing to me. If I had lost my memories of you over these 8 years, I would not be who I am. Because you were here, I was able to be myself. You are more important to me than myself, so I wanted you to like me, always. True sincerity. Akiha looks at me like I'm the only thing she sees. But that is just a selfish request, right? This family and I are just a burden to you. That is why I always feared that you would distance yourself from me. Blah. But that's just me worrying, right? Because you came back here. Because you came back for my sake, she says happily. Seeing her smile, my chest hurts. That's right. I came back because I could not leave you alone here. But now I'm beginning to think I was wrong. I did come back because I wanted to watch over her. But she's wrong. Her eyes are so sincere that I can't lie. But Akiha, that isn't the only reason why I came back. I came back for the sake of the child I made a promise with. That is something that's even more precious to me than my feelings towards Akiha, and something I can't lie about. Stop it. I do not want to hear it. You came back, so that is that. So anything else, such as your feelings, I do not need. She looks away. Akiha looking down like that, just for no real reason, seems very dangerous. Go back to your room. Please do not look like that in front of me, Nii-san. Not knowing what to say, I silently leave her room. Oh man. Yeah, I think I need to wrap up for the night. Oh my god, my throat. So, we didn't get all the way through day 7, but that's okay. We will most likely pick this up tomorrow. So, thank you to everybody who stopped by tonight, and I hope to see you all next time.